Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Legacy Yellow. In between episodes, I was leveling up all my Pokemon to level 10, and in the interim, Poliwag learned Bubble, Titanium learned Leech Seed, and we evolved Caterpie all the way into Butterfree. Weedle evolved all the way into Beedrill. In this episode, I guess we'll finish going through Viridian Forest. During all my time leveling up these Pokemon, I realized that Caterpie is actually much harder to level up in this than Weedle due to type charts. Of course, any expert on Pokemon would say the same. I finished off all the Pokemon trainers in Viridian Forest except this last one for a very specific reason. That is the Pokemon that he actually has. In the original Yellow, this trainer right here only has a Caterpie, I believe. But in this one, he's been given two Pokemon. Most importantly, Pencil. This lowly bug hunter, bug catcher, in the early parts of Kanto has a Pinsir, which you aren't able to get until way later in the game. Luckily, this Pinsir isn't very high level. It doesn't have anything major. And we can just sweep through with Piranha. Mind you, we are still under the effects of a level cap here until the next level, next gym. His other Pokemon is a Metapod. So this ROM made him essentially the boss fight of Viridian Forest. You cannot catch Pinsir in Viridian Forest, so there's that. So this bug catcher must have come from outside of Viridian Forest. But since the last episode, I have done some actual thinking about the end team, and one of the future plans for team members has changed from my original idea. You will see that later on. Let's head into Pewter. We are probably going to do the gym almost immediately, of course, because we're pretty close to the level cap here. If you might have noticed, we're keeping Beedrill with us. Beedrill is going to be a temporary member, just like Poliwag. We still need to find a nickname for Poliwag. In the comments, if you want, comment maybe a nickname for one of these two. Once we get to the name reader, I might actually change it. So let's head straight to the gym then and get this gym battle over with. Titanium's going to be very important here. So let's have him the lead throughout this entire gym. He's gonna completely destroy these guys, potentially. First, the main gym trainer. Junior trainer. They gave him a Diglett and a Sandshrew. So they did increase the potential. Or even gym trainers in this. You're going to be using essentially the same tactic with Titanium for a long time. An old poison leech seed tactic. Because in this ROM, leech seed takes an 1/8 of their life away from them. Diglett is a tough opponent, but once poison and leech seed are on one target, it's generally a done deal. So, the other Pokemon versus Sandshrew. We can lay down our poison powder. During my initial test run of this, way back, I absolutely destroyed Brock. Of course, we're probably going to have to switch Titanium, sadly. We'll switch to Poliwag for a bit more oomph. Yeah. Plus, Poison Leech Seed is still on the Sandshrew. Bubble has been weakened to only half of its power in this round, so it's not as overpowered as it used to be. So I've been in. Oh, Titanium hit level 11. Cool. Titanium's just gonna blow right through Brock. But first we need to go back to the Pokemon Center, heal up, and then take on Brock with a full power team. You would think the best idea for Brock would be to use the Poliwag, but Bubble with only 10 power is not going to be good enough, even with quadruple. Super effective. Better just to draw life out of a rock. Let's do this. Show me your best. Now, Brock's team starts out with a level 10 Geodude with Tackle, Defense Curl, and Walkthrough. So, a bit on the strong side, but we'll start with typical methods. Because of his defense curl that won't change how much damage we do to this guy. And Poison and Leech Seed don't actually change the damage that he'll get from Bind. It doesn't matter how much he defense curls, he loses the same percentage of health to Poison and Leech Seed every turn. Which is why this strategy just destroys him. Honestly, Geodude is going to be hard as well. because of Rock Throw. Rock Throw is annoyingly powerful. That's Geodude down. Brock's second Pokemon is a level 12 Onix with Constrict, Screech, Bide, and Bind. His ace Pokemon literally has just Constrict and Screech and Bind to worry about. Bide is not going to be a problem. So long as we just keep do the statuses and hold out until it unleashes power. In fact, it's free turns for us. Because we heal every time Leech Seed pops. If he had done Screech and Bind, we would be in trouble. So, like I said, this strategy completely blows right through Brock. Because there's nothing Bind can do against us. Bind, it would have been a threat had we started with it. Titanium is going to be very hard for opponents to kill. Oh, right there, we just found out what happens if you try and level past the level cap. You just don't get any experience. So, hard mode literally makes you unable to level past the level cap. Took you for granted. As proof of your victory, here's the Boulder Badge. It's an official Pokemon League badge. Swears Pokemon become more powerful. Technique Flash can now be used anytime. Wait, take this with you. We get TM34 point. We're never gonna use this, but it's nice to have. Honestly, I don't know how I feel about Bide. Against, like, a tanky Pokemon, with a tanky Pokemon it could work, but we don't have any Pokemon that are actually that tanky. Go forth into the next route. But first, since we know we're going into since we're going into the rock tunnel, not the rock tunnel, but the tunnel to Cerulean, let's get some. We're gonna need some escape routes. At least 2, maybe. And maybe 4 more Pokeballs. Alright, I just realized we could use some repels as well. Please, 10 repels. For those trips when we don't want to fight anything. Alright, we should probably go to the Pokemon Center real fast and heal up Titanium. He was MVP there. I could have taken it on a lot harder, but this is already hard mode, so I can't use items. We'll have Sparky lead the pack. Give Titanium a bit of time. We have trainers to fight. All these trainers, by the way, also got some upgrades to their arsenal. I can't name all of them off, but a lot of them got higher level Pokemon. This lady in her Snaptech really is annoying. Accuracy drops in Gen 1 actually. Always were underrated. I mean, how easy it is to beat an opponent who can't hit you back. And of course we continue. Hey, I met you in Viridian Forest. That tells us something about this guy. Bug catcher with 3 Pokemon. Our next level cap, I believe, is in fact 22. So we have a lot of room to level up our team. I will always try and get the team to a minimum of 2 levels below level cap. Oh, look, Sparky's learning Tailwind. I don't think we need it. Sparky's not going to be doing a lot of physical attacks. But I suppose it's better than Ralph. We'll teach you Tailwind instead of Ralph. There's a move reminder in the game. Once we get to a space where the move reminder is, we can have almost full control over our movesets. Finishes up with a Butterfree. We have a Butterfree, but I chose to box it because it's a Butterfree. I'm not gonna use it in my team. But Butterfree is a legit Pokemon. Wrong. Yeah, every Pokemon was given a niche in this ROM, so it worked. Every Pokemon works. There are superstars, but there's also fine monsters. Let's give Kurama a bit of time in the sun. If you couldn't tell, the fact that we're keeping a temporary Beedrill means that one of the replacements will be a bug type. After all, Gen 1 is full of powerful psychic types. So, bug is generally a good idea. Potatoes are the rat. Honestly, a lot of our team here's movesets have been locked behind the level 12 limit. Ekans, by the way, is obtainable in this game. Unlike normal Pokemon Yellow, it's obtainable. I think it's obtainable around this route. It's very likely we won't get to the end of this route in the before we finish this episode, so I will be sure to look up any additional Pokemon for this route. first I want to get to every single trainer here. Due to Bubble's low power, even under the control of Polylag, Double Slap is still the better. Just fail. Until he gets Water Gun. Until we face something like Kuna, which naturally has high defenses, so technically Double Slap would be good. Oh boy, poison. We're not going to win that fight. Now I can show you what Beedrill can do. Instead of Fury Attack, this ROM gives it Pin Missile. So, the power of Beedrill in this ROM is actually rather high. Beedrill's gonna be a really good team member to have. Yeah, they added in this ROM Cut. Once we get Cut is a bug type move in this ROM, so that helps against psychic types, as well as more bug types learning Pin Missile, so that's even more anti-psychic offense. Plus, our surprise team member that we will be getting later will be a massively powerful one that can potentially, I've done the numbers, can one-shot psychic types. Better cure that poison. Not entirely sure how long this video has been going for, but we are going to keep going until we reach at least the first patch of grass in this route. Oh right, I forgot. This guy's got a pretty high level team. He's got a level 14 Spearow. Cool thing about Gen 1. If you get a crit on the first Double Slap, it registers as a crit the entire time. Just stat lowering. Perfect opportunities. Oh yeah, in fact, to show you what I meant by a lot of our Pokemon are being held back, by the level 12 limit. Remember how in the Pokedex we can actually see the learn sets for all the Pokemon. At level 12, Beedrill will learn Rage. That would have been regardless of beating Brock. But, if we... and Pikachu would have been fine. But if we look then at Vulpix... Vulpix doesn't learn Roar until level 13, so we would have had to beat Brock in order to even be able to learn Roar with him. After 13, he doesn't learn much. Oddish, pre-Brock, would be... Oh, I need to do that again. Oddish, pre-Brock, wouldn't be able to learn Absorb. So yeah, hard mode putting a level cap on you kinda does lower the development of your Pokemon a bit. It's almost designed that way. Keep accidentally hitting past it. Water Gun is level 13 for Poliwag. So yeah, Brock is like the first bottleneck, I guess, for moves. After Brock, you can learn a lot more moves. A lot more of the better moves. We're just heading back to the Pokemon Center to heal up. In future episodes, I might just cut out random Pokemon trainers. So it's not very boring, but gives me opportunities to talk with all y'all about things about this LP. Beating the Elite Four will just be a main goal here, of course, as I outlined in the first one. Completing the Pokedex will be very hard. I'm gonna be doing most of that work in between episodes. Of course, we're marking about every route and its unique features. Honestly, if Rattatas are this powerful in the hands of these random trainers, I am actually afraid of what Gary's Raticate is going to be like on FSN. Right, if I remember right, this route does have Jigglypuff. This route does, in fact, have Jigglypuff. I'll probably try and capture it on camera, if I can. I'll probably catch more common stuff off camera, but endeavor to capture the more unique stuff on camera. We have to get Poliwag to level 13 by the time we reach that next Pokemon Center, exit the tunnel, exit the cave, because Poliwag is going to help us get through the cave by a lot. Yeah, you can see from that, just one bubble, that didn't do much. Even though it was a special attack to a physical defense. And it was stabbed, so. So yeah, Bubble's gonna be is rather weak. Poliwag finally reached 13. That means Water Gun. He can actually use water attacks now. Oh, Paris. Interesting. Poison is quite effective against Paris. Paris's grass bug. Because remember, in this one they fixed it to where bug is not super effective against poison. Rather they kept it the same way. Rage. If I remember right, Rage, or this is early Rage, so It's a uncontrolled move. Remember right? I think we'll get rid of Heart. I know Rage changed a lot throughout the generations. Rage changed a bit, like between the first and second generation. Let's just continue to get through these trainers. After this will end. After this Pokemon battle will end, because it's very likely this is the last Pokemon trainer. Am I right? She has Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff is, in fact, a major threat. Believe it or not. During a test playthrough I did before this Let's Play, that pound hurt. I can't remember if it was because... then there's Sync. Can't remember if it was because maybe this wrong buffed pound. Ay, Steve. Oh. Right. I think we should use Sparky here. Our special move was Disable, and it's using Defense Curl, so its defense is going to be very good. Yay, we paralyzed it. Disable only lasted one turn. Thank goodness. As you can see, the trainers are actually pretty rough coming out of rock. Anyway, with that done, join us next time for going through this route and going through the tunnel to Cerulean City and possibly getting our first fossils. Oh, and like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Well, Turksteer out.